What's your boy for another reaction? And in today's video, we have the year second place won by another sports channel. In 2009, Drew Brees had the numbers, but when the MVP votes was counted, he finished second to Peyton Manning. It's crazy that nigga Drew Brees never won a MVP. My quarterback, man. Oh my gosh.
So it's 2009.
I can't really say I missed the nigga because Tyler Shutt looked promising. So not like we had fucking Ian Book and shit.
Everything feels unstable. However, in the NFL, one thing feels steady. Peyton Manning is still the safest bet in football.
It's getting to be a habit with Peyton Manning. The Colts record-setting quarterback is the winner of the Associated
They would have been on this nigga ass during the social media era. Like, they would have been slandering this nigga just like Josh Allen. Like,
Press NFL MVP award.
how many interceptions this nigga threw in his rookie season, bro? Like 20. You know, nigga, I understand he a rookie, but you know, niggas be criticizing rookies now. Niggas criticize a quarterback off one bad year and say his time in the league over with. Oh, he set a record 28 interceptions. What? That's a rookie record? What the fuck? I don't know. Then 28. Yeah, that's crazy. But he was a rookie though, y'all. Bro's a fucking rookie. But 28, that is legendary.
No one else has won it.
Niggas was feeding off your ass. You got cornerbacks, $1 million contracts.
More than 3 times.
When the 2009 MVP award was announced, there was no outrage or any confusion. Manning wins. Of course he does, right? He's already a champion, already a 3-time MVP.
There are truly a number of other deserving candidates that they easily could have won this award.
But buried inside the same season is a
Shout out Peyton Manning. Y'all know the Manning brothers stay from New Orleans. Shout out them niggas.
quieter story. Yes, Manning's numbers were excellent, but so was someone else's, Drew Brees. And his were even more impressive. And that's where 2009 becomes interesting. Because sometimes the vote follows reputation, but sometimes the season tells a completely different story.
Hey, opportunity for us knocks today. We got a chance to be at the top of this division today.
The 2008 Saints were average. Drew Brees threw for over 5,000 yards that season. That offense could score on any.
Yeah, how many times this nigga threw for 5,000 yards, bro? This nigga threw for like 5,000 yards about 3 times.
And 3rd and 2, nickel secondary for Brees to throw into, and he's got Devery Henderson, the track star from LSU.
Brees remains perfect. He is 16 of 16 for 171 yards.
What?
The ball moved all over the field and the highlights were everywhere. But see, the problem was literally everything else. The New Orleans Saints finished 26th in points allowed. They ranked near the bottom of the league in yards given up, and they generated just 28 sacks all season. For context, the league average at the time was just a little over 34. The pass rush barely existed. Bobby McCray led the team with 6 sacks. The problem with that, though, is no one else had more than 3. You can't win consistently like that. And for all the numbers Brees put up, the team finished 8-8. The literal definition.
Oh, so that's why they didn't give him MVPs and shit, because of our record. Oh,
of an
yeah.
average football team.
And they won't get an MVP to the nigga that got no fucking amazing record in the playoffs.
When you hear local and national discussion about the Saints, it's always about the defense. And if they
What?
could just...
No, not. I thought that shit only mattered in basketball, though. I thought they only give MVPs to the niggas who, in basketball, who's on the highest seed team. Huh?
get to the middle of the pack in the National Football League, this team could be a Super Bowl contender.
We had brought in some guys to help us out secondarily wise, because when I first got here, we were a lot older in the secondary. But when it came to getting younger, more athletic, with more ability right now, that offseason was huge for us.
It wasn't really a flashy offseason for them, but New Orleans wasn't looking for flash. They just needed structure. I mean, it wasn't like they were trying to build the 85 Bears. They just needed a solid defense built to create one extra possession.
And that's why this nigga ain't win more Super Bowls, bro. Our defense got ass. Right after that Super Bowl season, the defense got ass, bro.
Extra mistake. That's all Brees really needed. Because being dominant is cool, but opportunistic, that's entertaining.
Well, for the Saints, we talk about their great offense led by Drew Brees, but if they want to get back to the playoffs, they put the emphasis back on defense.
And that's why they brought in new defensive coordinator Greg Williams. Jonathan Vilma said that they go hard, they go fast, and they go aggressive on the defensive side of the ball, and it's Greg Williams' job to change the culture on that side of the football.
So the sacks ticked up, the takeaway spiked, and suddenly, instead of asking Breeze to win 38-35,
this was Bounty Gate, right? Wasn't they doing that all season long? That wasn't just the playoffs, I think.
Every game?
I think it was just the playoffs.
The Saints were playing from ahead.
That's the veteran Darren Sharper.
Darren Sharper, bro, that nigga is a horrible person. I've seen a whole backstory, bro. That nigga he in jail right now, bro. That nigga is a horrible person. Let me show you his fucking charges. That nigga. And he was a hell of a player, though, bro. He in jail for a bunch of rape and assault, 20 years, and drugging and raping. Yeah, bro.
The NFL's leading active interceptor.
Fuck you, nigga. Hopefully you getting handled in jail.
Career number 55.
Through the first month of 2009, the offense was controlled. Breeze, per usual, distributed the ball everywhere. His completion percentage climbed and interceptions were minimal.
Shoot for the end zone and wide open is Colston.
2-0.
A small point. The Saints go back to the end zone and another touchdown by Pierre Thomas.
3-0.
Sanchez throwing inside the goal line. Picked off by Darren Sharper. Sharper on the sideline.
I'm pretty sure he still got the most interceptions ever by a safety or something like that. Let me see. Horrible fucking person, though. I thought that nigga had a record or something. But I know he had a lot of interceptions, though.
Sanchez locked in again. This is going to be about a 98 yard return.
And as the win stacked, something subtle was happening.
Yeah, that boy, though. NFL film, you better believe that.
What happened, though, was, we won the first one, we won the second one, then all of a sudden the third one, and then at some point, confidence is gained.
Meanwhile, the league's most established quarterback, the Sheriff, was doing what he always did. Managing chaos, pulling games out late, reinforcing the story that had already been written about him. But in New Orleans, quietly, a story was being written as well.
Let's go from the top one. Win, 3, win, 5, win, 7, win, 9, yeah!
Week 5, at home against the Giants. 2 undefeated teams facing off. New York was actually favored in this game, plus 3.5. So this was essentially a measuring stick game for the Saints. But by halftime, it was over. Drew Brees carved them apart.
Play fake to him, looking for Shockey. Touchdown.
Deep shots, quick reads, perfect timing. The Saints scored 48 points. It was clinical. That game shifted perception. Yeah, New Orleans was exciting, but now they were dangerous.
From the very beginning, I think we felt like this was our year.
However, 2 weeks later against Miami, it looked different.
All I can remember from that game, it was hot. And that first half, we were just dragging tail, and they were giving it to us.
I remember Ricky Williams running about 80 yards and nobody touched him.
Drives upfield, Ricky.
Nigga was doing all that shit blazed off weed, bro. Shit crazy.
Strikes it. Ricky Williams is not going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Down 24-3 in the second quarter, this was the kind of game that used to bury them. The kind of defense collapse that defined 2008. Instead, Brees stayed calm. Short throws, tempo, no panic.
That second half came out, and I think we ran a kind of a trick play where the guards and we go opposite way, and Drew just kind of Superman's over.
Quarterback sneak and a touchdown. For Drew Brees, his second of the game, and the Saints take their first lead.
I think he spikes it, and everyone kind of looked at him like, okay, like, really.
Is he the most accurate quarter? Drew Brees, yeah, he is, though. Drew Brees is the most accurate quarterback if he is.
Gonna do this.
The Saints scored 22 unanswered in the second half and won 46-34.
I remember Drew getting the dunk, All right, Reggie jumping from about the 8. All right, all these things happened. We ended up blowing him out by like 20. And I was like, dude,
find a way offensively and defensively, play after play, just fight our.
Bro, I think we could go on another one. Bro, I think the Saints could go on another one. To all my Saints fans, who do y'all think we should draft, bro? I want Jeremiah Love, bro. But another side of me, bro, want Caleb Downs, bro. Like, bro, one side of me want Jeremiah Love, bro, and another side of me want Caleb Downs, bro. I don't know who the fuck I want, bro. I'm cool with whoever they pick. Like, I'm gonna be happy with either pick, but I don't know, bro.
Way back and win that game, and that.
Nah, I know we ain't gonna be able to get Sonny Styles, my nigga. Oh my gosh. I'm like, bro, go for Sonny Styles. We ain't gonna be able to get RV or Reese the thing,
That too, knowing that the Super Bowl.
Maybe David Bailey
was in Miami, coming in the locker room, and just that feeling, and then looking around and saying, we can have this feeling again. You know, let's get back here.
By midseason, the efficiency numbers were stacking up. Completion percentage
I gotta meet Breeze, though. I gotta meet Breeze, no cap.
north of 70. Touchdowns piling up, interceptions low. Passer rating leading the league.
You know, Saints quarterback Drew Brees has thrown 14 touchdown passes this season, and he's spread them around among 6 different targets.
Play adjusted, 3rd and 4. Get to this run with Thomas, who got past the first tackler and goes in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The offense wasn't built around one receiver either. I mean, you had Colston, Henderson, Meacham, Bush. The ball moved literally everywhere.
Breeze down the middle of the field. What a catch by Meacham to the end zone.
9-0, 10-0, 11-0. And as the
watching all these football videos, bro, I miss football. I miss football all fucking ready game. Like, oh my gosh.
The wins climbed, something else was happening across the league. Peyton Manning was doing the same thing.
Peyton ready to take the snap. And he throws to Austin Collie. He got it! Touchdown! What a throw!
Austin, bro, Peyton Manning used to get this nigga killed with them hospital balls. Austin Collie, my nigga. Oh my gosh.
What a catch by the rookie!
Late game drives, fourth quarter comebacks, and tight finishes that reinforce his reputation as the sheriff. 2 undefeated teams, 2 quarterbacks, 2 very different styles. Manning's season felt dramatic, but Breeze's felt precise. But with awards, they tend to lean towards drama.
Peyton Manning also got a mention on the injury report, too, because of a sore glute. But he's okay. In fact, he's been such a pain in the butt for opposing defenders that he's a runaway choice in an informal poll of MVP voters conducted by the Indianapolis Star. They want to know now.
Still, by December, the New Orleans Saints were 13-0. The offense was controlled. The margin for error felt wide. Breeze was still completing over 70% of his passes, protecting the ball, and operating with the kind of efficiency that rarely sustains for an entire season.
Oh my god. My ass was young. I ain't even really lived through this, but bro.
Then came Dallas. Week 15, a primetime matchup. For New Orleans, 13 wins bought attention. But what it didn't buy...
Damn, them niggas was 13. That old shit. We was like that, bro. This 2000, like, I don't remember that. Like, they got, my ass was probably like, my ass was 3.
Was immunity.
But bitch, I was still alive for I was still alive though. I was alive though, for real.
It's our night. It's our time. America's watching. And let's show them who America's team really is.
Nah, slow down. We ain't America's team, buddy. Texas too big, my nigga.
The Cowboys disrupted that rhythm. Press coverage, pressure off the edge, physicality at the line.
Quick count, Lance Moore needs a block. Touchdown Saints.
Breeze through.
I've been saying niggas be asking Miss Gail to sell our team. I mean, the sell the ownership of the team, and niggas be talking about some. They gonna sell the team. Y'all don't understand, bro. If she give it up, somebody gonna sell the team. They gonna get rid of us. No, they not gang. Who that culture, bro? If they get rid of this team, bro, and turn us into another fucking team, bro, and change the name, it's gonna be a problem.
For nearly 300
Like,
yards.
if they fucking give our team to another state, bro, it's gonna be a problem.
But it wasn't clean. 2 interceptions, a forced fumble, and drives that stalled instead of finished.
Breeze sacked. And this one is over. Recovered by
two. DeMarcus Ware. Lucky guess.
And with the final sack, the Saints lost 24-17.
I told you. I told you.
The undefeated aura vanished in one night.
All right, the Saints are coming off something unusual.
We lost a shitty Cowboys game. Them niggas ain't do shit this year. Like, come on, gang.
A loss. Did the loss to the Cowboys expose any weaknesses for the Saints, in your opinion?
Absolutely. And their weakness is protection. Listen.
Speaking, y'all think a team would ever go undefeated, especially with it's 17 games now, right? I was about to say 18. I heard Roger Goodell was thinking about adding 18 games. All that nigga care about is money. That nigga we probably might see 20 games. I don't fucking know, but y'all think we're gonna see a team go 17-0 again, like the Patriots did in the Miami Dolphins?
And if you can't protect your quarterback in this league, bad things are going to happen.
After that, New Orleans dropped another game before closing the season with starters resting in Week 17. By then, the Saints had already secured the number 1 seed in the NFC. There was nothing left to chase in the standings, and since perfection was lost, health became the priority.
Look, there were a lot of people that disagreed with that felt like we needed to, get back on the winning note before entering the postseason. No team's ever lost 3 in a row, and then blah, blah, blah. I thought we needed rest.
The final record, 13-3.
14-0 ties the franchise record at 14-0. You ought to give yourself a hand clap for that.
Meanwhile, the Colts, they were navigating something similar, but it felt different.
So if it's tight at the end, do you see yourself playing the whole game?
Oh, I would certainly imagine so. I mean, like I haven't, Coach Caldwell, I mean, he is, as soon as he says something different in that meeting, I'm telling you, y'all will be the first to know.
With the top seed essentially locked up, Peyton Manning was taken out of the game early.
Curtis Painter is the quarterback.
The Colts would lose after his backup, Curtis Painter, couldn't finish the job.
Lost the football. It's loose. Inside the 5-yard line. The Jets cover for the touchdown.
Technically, both undefeated streaks ended, but emotionally, they didn't land the same way. New Orleans looked exposed.
Come on, y'all niggas lost to the Jets, bro. At least the Cowboys had somebody decent. They had some decent players. Like,
despite the backlash, Indianapolis looked strategic, and timing matters in awards. And yet, essentially with a less talented roster, statistically, Breeze had the sharper season. So let's compare. In 2009, Breeze had a 70.6 completion rate, 34 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
it's crazy though. Like, Peyton Manning and the Saints really had a little rivalry, and this nigga from New Orleans. This nigga probably was a Saints fan. Like, that shit crazy.
8.5 yards per attempt and 109.6 passer rating. Manning, 68.8% completion, 33 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, 7.9 yards per attempt, and a 99.9 passer rating.
And Drew Brees deserved that, my nigga. That's like the Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson MVP robbery, my nigga. Drew Brees deserved that MVP.
Higher efficiency, fewer mistakes, more production per throw. If the award were handed out purely on output and precision, the debate would have been uncomfortable but clean cut. Instead, it wasn't. When the ballots were counted, Manning won. Decisively.
Hey, Peyton Manning has done something nobody in the history of the NFL has ever done before. He wins his 4th MVP award, and it wasn't even
He got 4? Nah, I ain't know he had that many. God damn.
close.
79% of the votes had him number 1. Breeze was a distant second with just 15%. There really wasn't any
What the fuck? Y'all smoking crack, smoking heroin, bro?
outrage either. It felt expected. Both the Colts and Saints finished as the number 1 seeds in their conferences.
Nah, hold on, bro. Them niggas was Colts fans. Hold on. Them voters was Colts fans, my nigga.
Earned home field advantage. Both avoided wild card weekend and both controlled their path. The regular season had produced 2 heavyweights. But January is interesting. It strips away voting panels and narratives and reduces everything to execution. New Orleans opened the playoffs against the Arizona Cardinals, the defending NFC champions.
Every year, Coach Payton circles a game on the calendar that he feels like this is the bat game. When Coach Payton hands those bats out, we have to be the toughest team on the football field. We have to be the most physical team on that football field. We have to set the tone from start to finish.
This game was supposed to be a test, a reminder that playoff football is just different. Yeah, it wasn't.
Fuller. Here's Bush on 1st and 10 from the Cardinals 46. He stays on his feet. Spectacular run by Bush.
Bush was a demon for a couple of years.
All the way for another Saints touchdown.
The Saints scored touchdowns on 4 of their first 5 possessions. Breeze was decisive and efficient, spreading the ball with the same rhythm he had all season.
On the 44, flea flicker, some trickery from Sean Payton as Breeze fires downfield, and the catch is made by Devery Henderson for a Saints touchdown.
Final score, 45-14. Any lingering doubt from the Dallas loss disappeared in just 3 hours. However, the NFC Championship was different. Against Brett Favre and the Minnesota Vikings, it wasn't clean or controlled. This game was about survival.
First of all, Minnesota was an unbelievable team. They had a magical season just like us. And it was
the Bounty Gate. you do them niggas was trying to hurt them niggas on this Minnesota team.
Funny because as the season was going on, I think we were both looking at each other, saying, we're going to meet down the road.
Louis punts it. Reggie Bush try and return it. He muffs it. A loose ball, and it's picked up.
What's up with niggas dropping punts, bro? Like, nigga did that against the Rams in the Seahawks game in the playoffs, bro. Like, what the fuck?
By the Vikings.
Turnovers piled up on both sides, and momentum swung every other possession.
Now it's Peterson who loses it. And the Saints take over.
Breeze didn't have his most explosive night, but he didn't need to either. Because late in the fourth quarter, tied game, Favre rolled right and forced the throw across his body.
The Vikings have fumbled the ball 6 times. They've lost 3. And if we don't turn this ball over, we're going to Miami.
Sprints to it.
Nigga was a Minnesota fan. Nigga said if we don't turn this ball over, we going to Miami. Y'all heard that announcer?
Right, throws back across the middle, and he's intercepted. Porter, the return by Porter, and he's brought down with 7 seconds left.
Interception. Overtime. The Saints won the coin toss and essentially sealed their tickets to the Super Bowl. Breeze completed pass after pass, short routes, timing throws, 5 straight completions.
And so it comes down to this. Garrett Hartley is about to attempt to kick the Saints into the first Super Bowl in their 43-year history.
Hartley sends the Saints to the Super Bowl.
For the first time in franchise history, New Orleans was going to the Super Bowl.
And the Saints...
Damn, nigga, you ain't gonna show the mascot no love, nigga. Ran up, the mascot ran up to that nigga knocked his ass down.
Are the NFC champions.
And that's when the symmetry became unavoidable. Across the AFC, Manning had guided Indianapolis through its own playoff run.
It's a preparation week, right? And this stuff happens fast, right? It's not a week to take off. So get your treatment, get your film study going tomorrow. All right, let's keep grinding, right? We got one more to go.
The 2 number 1 seeds had held. Same season, same stage. All the arguments from December were now irrelevant. There wouldn't be any ballots this time. Only 60 minutes.
As it works in the sports world, we're all about stars. And the networks will build everything around a star. Going into this game, it was all about Peyton. The rich story about it, too, was the fact that Peyton, of course, was raised right there in the Garden District in New Orleans. He's going against his dad's team, going against his hometown team.
Indianapolis had really finished the season well and played well in the playoffs. And they had just won a Super Bowl against the Bears in 2006 in Miami.
So these niggas was eating Peyton Manning dick. Niggas was Manning dick suckers.
So they're not only back in Miami, they're at the same hotel. They're in the same bedroom. I mean, and it's a little bit of like they were already here in this role.
Not to say it was David and Goliath, but it was like you got this team that is experienced. They've been here before. They've done it before. They've already won a Super Bowl before.
We were the newcomers. We were the wide-eyed, walking in the stadium, having no idea what to expect.
And I thought the Saints were a little bit of an afterthought going in. They were the underdog, and Peyton was as huge a star as we've ever had in the history of the league.
Manning walked into Super Bowl 44 as league MVP, and Breeze walked in as the runner-up. But now, the comparison wasn't theoretical anymore. It was direct.
This is what we have been waiting for. The hype is over. It is New Orleans' favorite son against New Orleans' favorite team.
The first half didn't belong to New Orleans. Manning and the Colts showed their experience early and controlled tempo.
Third down play. Manning's going to the end zone, and the ball is caught.
touchdown, Indianapolis. Pierre Garçon.
Manning found Pierre Garçon for a touchdown. The Saints settled for field goals. At halftime, the Colts led 10-6.
And sure enough, they come out, bang, bang, bang. They score 10 points, and it's 10-0. So you're all right. Let's calm down and realize that this is just a football game. It's the Super Bowl, but it's just a football game.
In that moment, if you were looking for confirmation bias, it was right there. The MVP looked comfortable and the runner-up looked cautious. But then came the decision.
Man, I ain't no Drew Brees, stupid bitch. Catch the ball, coasting.
It's a one-possession game. And not only one possession, but, touchdown puts you in the lead. And that's when Coach Payton makes the call in the locker room at halftime that here comes ambush.
We're going to start this half kicking off. All right, ambush. Roman Harper, you recover it, right? I don't want this thing going out of bounds.
Ambush. It wasn't safe or conventional, but what
Them niggas was in that locker room saying, now we're going to hurt these niggas. Bounty Gate.
it was
Gangster.
was premeditated.
I'd seen us practice the onside kick during the week, and so I knew he was going to do it. I just didn't know when.
At halftime, like very, very early in halftime, it was like, all right, we're going to start the second half with this. And that was probably a mistake by me telling Thomas Morstead.
John Carney in practice, when we do it, he'd always say, as a reminder, he'd always say, Timo, hit it 10%, basically swing easy. And he was the last person that said anything to me. We break the huddle, and he kind of grabbed me and turned me around, and he just looked at me in the eye and said, Timo, 1%.
Every time he comes off the field. Onside kick to start the second half, and the ball bounces off the hands of a Colt, and it looks like the Saints had it for a second.
Sean gave us one of the great secrets of my career that anyone has ever trusted us with. And Sean looked at us and said at one point, leaned in and said, we're going to onside kick in the game. I want you to be ready for it.
White ball! And Saints football. They recover the onside kick. What a fearless start to the second half. Really unbelievable decision by Sean Payton.
Saints recovered and the momentum instantly flipped.
I've been a broadcaster now at 7 Super Bowls. I've never seen a play like that in either a game I've called or a game I've watched.
The play
that's bold as shit.
did what it was intended to do. We stole like one possession from the Colts.
That decision changed everything. It forced Manning to press and gave Brees that one extra possession, turning control into opportunity.
Set up screen to Thomas. Inside the 10, Thomas weaving at the 5, and he's in, and the Saints have taken the lead at the Super Bowl.
He completed 32 of 39 passes. That's over 82% in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I just seen that stat like a couple days ago on Twitter.
Super Bowl. Then came the moment that sealed everything. Attempting to make another historical Manning comeback, late in the fourth quarter, he dropped back, read the coverage, and tried to anticipate the window. Pick 6. Game.
Picked off. Look out.
I'm telling you, they would have been on this nigga ass on Twitter. Nigga shit the bed. Nigga threw a po' boy.
Past Manning, and it's Tracy Porter taking it all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That's the same shit Drake made through.
Final score, 31-17. There was no debate anymore. Brees finished with 288 yards, 2 touchdowns, 32 completions on 39 attempts, and a Super Bowl MVP. Not league MVP, but Super Bowl MVP.
There you go. The Vince Lombardi Trophy is in the hands of the New Orleans Saints. The Super Bowl champions will head back to the Superdome as the champions.
Sometimes in life, the vote gets it wrong because second place doesn't hold Lombardis.
Make sure like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Deuces. Breeze, man. Breeze.